So we know that when you buy gold, there's some conditions that have to be met. I checked online, and if I checked that you can't buy gold through online because it takes a couple of days to come. So I'm wondering, if you go into a shop and you pay by debit card, can you get the gold by using a debit card in person? Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. Akhi, the condition of buying gold via gold or via cash. So let's talk about cash. This is what you're talking about. In terms of exchange, the Prophet made it crystal clear that it has to be simultaneous. Here's the money, I receive the gold. Online is not permissible because I'm sending you the payment. By the time the shipment comes to me, it's a day or two, maybe more, maybe less, but it's not simultaneous. I'm not giving and taking at the same time as if I'm in a shop. The issue that you've raised up is going to the shop, picking a necklace. It costs 200 quid, and I give my card to the shop owner. Now, if it is a credit card, this is not permissible because he will not receive the amount immediately, and the amount would not be paid from my side immediately. I have a 40 days of grace period, and there can be many things that might go wrong. So this is not permissible. If it's an ATM card, so immediately once I give him the card and he checks it, the money is transferred from my bank account immediately to his bank account. He gets an SMS, I get an SMS. So this is simultaneous. It's like cash. There's no problem in that. Now, if the debit card is the same as the ATM, meaning that on immediate effect, they deposit the money in his bank account, this is also permissible. If not, if it's going to take a day or two, this is not permissible, and I hope this answers your question.
I know that while exchanging gold, it must be done in the same sitting and it must be of equal quantity and quality. My question is that if I am exchanging an old jewelry to buy a new jewelry, the new jewelry requires making charges. So is it permissible for me to exchange the old jewelry and buy the new jewelry of the same quantity and pay the making charge in cash?
No, this is not permissible, and you have to divide this into two separate transactions. So first of all, you have to give the old jewelry or the old gold, cash it in. Now this transaction is over. Now if you want, you can bargain and buy the new gold, whether the same quantity, less or more, and add to that, if you wish, the amount of what they call al-masna'iyya, or the labor charges for it. Some scholars say if this is 100 grams old gold, this is 100 grams new gold, and it's the same 20 carat, identical. So actually I'm exchanging them without any problem at the same sitting, but I'm adding $100 for the labor charges of the new gold. Some say this is okay, but again, to be safe, no, you have to have two separate transactions, and it wouldn't take you 1 minute if you want, but Shaitan doesn't want you to do this, and it's easier for him to convince you that it's fine, so that he would drag your feet into dealing in riba in the future. As there is a gold scheme, and there are many such gold schemes where you pay today's prices 25 grams of gold, so you purchase it, but you don't possess it. And after 3 months' time, you pay the balance according to the time after 3 months, and then they give you an amount that is equivalent to whatever you had paid for. So is this halal? This is totally haram. The initial 25 grams bought, which you did not possess, is totally riba, and the contract itself, where you pay the balance after 3 months, regardless of what you will receive, is also invalid and haram. Aftab says, what is the last time to perform ghusl for a Friday? First of all, Friday ghusl is an issue of dispute. The most authentic opinion is that it's not mandatory. It's highly recommended. But the last time to perform it is definitely before going to Friday. What's the point of not performing ghusl and going to Friday prayers and then coming back and perform ghusl? This has no value. It's like going to pray without wudu and then coming back home and performing wudu. The ghusl is related to the prayer itself. And this is why it starts from Fajr of a Friday and it should end by the Friday itself, because if you attended the prayer without ghusl, then there is no use on